What up, y'all? This is Shooty, aka Shoot the Messenger, with another edition of Top 5 Dead or Alive. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 5 smartest rappers. This list will not only include rappers that are well educated, but also those rappers that show their intelligence through their music. To kick off the list at number 5, we have Guru from Gang Starr. Gang Starr was one of the most influential rap groups of the 1990s, right up there with the NWAs, A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clans, and Ghetto Boys of the world. I'm talking about legendary status here. Gang Starr, being the dynamic duo of Guru and DJ Premier, reached that level through game-changing beat production by Premier and through the dynamic and always dope lyrics of Guru. One thing that stands out when you compare Gang Starr to their contemporaries, and especially when you compare them to modern rap, is that Gang Starr was all about the message.
Myself, Lord and Master, shall bring disaster to evil factors. Demonic chapters shall be captured by kings through the storms of days after, and to the earth from the sun through triple darkness to blast you with a force that can't be compared.
You'd have a hard time trying to find any Gang Starr track that doesn't offer a moral to the story. Typically, these messages were geared towards the young black youth. However, anyone can learn from Guru's lyrics. And he didn't beat you over the head with it. He always finds the most clever and natural way to convey his message, to the extent that it's really not clear to the listener that he is a well-educated man. His style is expertly crafted to be both informative for those really listening for a message and also just straight up enjoyable for those with their heads in the clouds. Guru, or Keith the Lamb as he was known in those days, attended Morehouse College, a highly respected historically black college in Atlanta, Georgia, where he studied business administration, which he eventually earned his bachelor's degree in 1983. He then went on to take graduate courses at the Fashion Institute of Technology in Manhattan, and while it may not have been that he ever told those stories of his college days in his raps, I think it's clear that he was impacted by his studies, and that's evidenced by his incredible, time-honored writing.
Y'all wanna be thugs anyhow, face the consequence of your childish nonsense. I can make your head explode just by my lyrical content. Get you in my scope and metaphorically snipe you. I never liked you. I gas that ass and then ignite you. The flamethrower.
His ability to be concise with his message without sacrificing his street rapper persona is something a lot of rappers wish they could accomplish. A true loss to the game. Rest in peace, Guru. Coming in at number 4, we have AESOP Rock. AESOP Rock made a splash on the underground hip-hop scene in the late 90s and early 2000s. He's known for a unique, darkly artistic manner of rap. Almost a painter with words, AESOP selects his words and concepts like an artist and his palette, most often painting a dystopian picture of society, beautifully accented by his deep, gravelly voice.
Sign of the time we elapse when a primate climb up a spine and attach. For an eye, but a bug like swamps and vines to get a rise out of frogs and flies. So when a dog bites hog type price, what a cost to life, the mouse water on a fork and knife.
The comparison to a painter only makes sense as AESOP graduated with a bachelor's degree in visual arts from Boston University, and it's also pretty clear that AESOP must have taken some English and writing courses when you consider that his body of work shows that he has a larger vocabulary than William Shakespeare.
You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2, then it's off to a school where it's all you can do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2.
According to Pudding.com, who ranked rappers by unique word choices, AESOP Rock is far and away number 1 with 7,392 unique words. The entire Wu-Tang Clan only used 5,895 unique words by comparison, and we're talking about 9 individuals. He originally wasn't even included on the list, but was added by popular demand, and when he was ranked, he literally broke the scale. Now tell me that's not intelligent. Next up in the number 3 spot, we have David Banner. This one might be a surprise to some of you because David Banner as a rapper is mostly a dirty South gangster rapper. That's how he made his name in the early 2000s with hits like Cadillac on 22s and Like a Pimp. Surprisingly, not only is he well educated, he's a bit of a nerd. Banner attended Southern University in the mid-90s, and not only was he a standout student, he was the president of the student government. He shared the logo he made for Southern University student government on Twitter. After getting his bachelor's degree at SU, he went on to pursue graduate studies at the University of Maryland, where he carried a 3.9 GPA. According to Banner, that put him in the top 5 students in his program at U of M. Although Banner wouldn't finish his graduate studies, his intelligence has continued to grow, and he's used it for good to become a social activist.
No Martin, no Luther, no King. No marching, no choirs, no sing. The same Christian lovers that raped their grandmothers and hung their grandfathers from trees.
Banner even testified before the U.S. Congress at a hearing about racism and misogyny, where he spoke about the music industry and the business of stereotypes and degrading images.
This is not against the law for me to speak my mind. So why is it that when young black men do something and Martin Scorsese can make movies that talk about bitches and niggas and it's fine and he can be a role model?
It's clear that he's using his intelligence in combination with his celebrity to better the lives of fellow African Americans, and that's really commendable. He received the Visionary Award from the National Black Caucus, and it just goes to show you that not every Southern rapper is a country bumpkin, and not every persona reflects the actual individual. Coming in at number 2, we have everybody's favorite rapper, Kendrick Lamar. There's no doubt that Kendrick is the biggest rapper in the world right now, having sold over 4.5 million records amidst the age of mass piracy. As of this video, his new album Damn is #1 on Billboard and is on pace to be the fastest selling and best selling album of 2017, even outperforming Drake's album More Life.
You and I know, bitch, be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down. Be humble. Hold up, bitch, sit down.
The thing about Kendrick that sets him apart, and the reason why people love him, is because he's the rare combination of street smarts and innate intelligence. K-Dot is smart. We all know it, and he's a case where he doesn't need a diploma to prove it. His lyrics are highly self-reflective and wise. He's concerned with more than cars, money, and women, but rather he raps about social ills and offers a sense of cultural and historical awareness that's straight up MIA in the hip-hop of 2017.
And don't call me lyrical, cause really I'm just a nigga that's evil and spiritual. I know some rappers using big words to make their similes curve. My simplest shit be more pivotal. I penetrate.
He seamlessly blurs the lines between gangster rapper and conscious rapper. The wisdom he brings to the game is good for rap, and his influence elevates the art form. Taking the pole position at #1 is Talib Kweli. If any of the rappers on this list were destined to be intelligent, it's Talib. Talib, who broke on the scene in the late 90s and early 2000s as half a black star with collaborator Mos Def, was born to be smart. The name his parents gave him, Talib, literally means student in Arabic.
Say Talib or Talib. If it's hard, try spelling it phonetically. If not, then just let it be like Nina Simone.
And it's not just the name. He comes from a family pedigree of brilliance. His father, Perry Green, holds a PhD and is professor and the current vice president of diversity and inclusion at Adelphi University. His mother, Dr. Brenda Green, is an English professor at Medgar Evers College of the City University of New York. It's obvious that he inherited much of his writing prowess from his mother, who is the director of the National Black Writers Conference and was honored for her work at the first ever Women in Arts and Culture Awards. Talib has described his parents as code switchers, which means they can seamlessly switch between languages during a conversation, something Talib has been known to do in his music.
I'm so nice, I'm so precise like Cuban doctors. Plus my niggas banging on the system like a voodoo salsa. I'm a monster on these beats like Chupacabra. Ghetto, I'ma crawl up in your eardrum like La Cucaracha.
His little brother Jamal Green is a constitutional law professor at Columbia Law School. Jamal graduated from Yale and is a former clerk to Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful family and a shining example to the rest of us. Talib himself graduated from NYU. It's clear his own education and his well-educated family have influenced his lyrical ability and subject matter. Wielding his intelligence almost like a superpower to affect social change, Talib looks to reshape how we think, and his consistency in this message deserves to be praised and respected. That's all for this video. Do you agree with the list? Do you hate it? Let us know down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That makes a big difference for us. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.